President Obama is not on the ballot this year, of course, but he has been the campaigner-in-chief for the Democrats. Chip Reid is at the White House tonight. Chip, the polls are indicating a very good year for the Republicans, but the president is trying to keep it from being a very, very good year.
Well, Katie, the most the president can hope for is to minimize the damage in this election, so he's doing everything he can to try to rally the dispirited Democratic base, especially young and minority voters. He spent the weekend holding rallies at university campuses in Philadelphia, Chicago, and Cleveland, and today he did a series of interviews in the Oval Office with urban radio stations.
If you haven't voted, take that time to vote. It does not take a lot of time, but it will have an impact for decades to come.
In one interview today, the president backed off a controversial statement he made recently in which he referred to critics of immigration reform as enemies. He said he should have called them opponents. Katie?
Chip Reid at the White House. Chip, thank you. The highest profile Senate race involves Nevada's Harry Reid, the Democratic majority leader. His party may well hold on to power, but it may be without him. National correspondent Ben Tracy is in Las Vegas tonight. And Ben, this race is also extremely close.
About as close as it gets, Katie. The latest polls show that Sharon Angle is up from anywhere from 1 to 4 points over Harry Reid, and that's within the margin of error. So today, Harry Reid brought in one of the Democrats' most popular campaigners.
We love Harry Reid!
First Lady Michelle Obama stumped for Senator Reid here today in Las Vegas, yet Sharon Angle does still seem to have the momentum in this race. So far in early voting, Republicans are turning out to the polls in greater numbers than they normally do here in Nevada. And this continues to be just a really nasty race. Sharon Angle calls Harry Reid an out-of-touch elitist, and he calls her extreme and crazy. Now, of course, at this point, this race all comes down to turnout, and Harry Reid does have a well-oiled get-out-the-vote operation here in Nevada. And if there is some good news for him tonight on this election eve, it's that the foremost political journalist here in Nevada is saying that he believes Harry Reid will somehow pull this out tomorrow. Katie?
Ben Tracy in Las Vegas. Ben, thank you. Ohio is often the scene of a snapshot, rather, of the entire country and a bellwether in elections. National correspondent Dean Reynolds is in Cincinnati tonight. And Dean, no one will be watching what happens in the Buckeye State more closely than the president himself.
Indeed, Katie, there is no state more important to President Obama's midterm election strategy and his re-election hopes in 2012 than Ohio. Mr. Obama won the state in 2008 and has visited 12 times since taking office, the latest yesterday, stumping for Democrats. But the latest poll today suggests his efforts may fall short and that a Republican wave may defeat Democratic Governor Ted Strickland and a host of other Democratic hopefuls. And if that happens here and elsewhere, the man attending this rally tonight, Representative John Boehner of Ohio, will be the next Speaker of the House. Katie?
Dean Reynolds, thank you.